everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Today we're going to be working some more on my field notes junk journals. Y'all come in and say hi. We are live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching replay. I'm going to get you guys pulled up so I can see the chat, and somebody let me know if it sounds okay. Hey Lori. Hey Don. Thanks for letting me know. Sounds okay. Alright, so working in these. They're really getting full. I have got to finish these guys up. they're getting too big. So I'm gonna try to do that. Not today, but I still gotta do a writing board. There's so much I gotta do, but it's neither here nor there. So tonight we're just going to work on kind of filling out some pages and doing maybe a couple of tags. I'm thinking maybe using some of the 49 Market laser cuts that I have and try to make some cute tags. And then other than that, I might do one of those, I don't know what they're called. It's a fold out page. You'll see. I'll have to pull up my directions and see what it's called. But anyway. So that's what my plan is. We'll see how it goes, because you know how that goes. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned, but I'm going to try. And so since I got so much to do, let's get started. So I'm going to pull this camera up top. Oop, finger. Is my iPad out of the way today? It looks like it is. Straight? I think it's straight. It's always hard to tell because the top and the bottom are never both straight because of the angle. Okay, good enough, I think. So let's see. Let's figure out what that page is called. If I can find it. I've got a big book of ideas. Which it isn't it. Well, it's kind of in my big book of ideas, but it's also kind of in this. I put it in my big book of ideas, which it's in, but I forgot to leave one loose so that I could see the folds better. Because it's one of those tricky foldy things, like this one here. So it's this type of a thing. Cool page fold out. Inspired by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. Start with a square sheet 8 by 8, 8.5 by 8.5. So I want to do one of these. So that's what I plan to do. But my sample has directions, but they're written directions, and I tend to be a visual person. So I think I have a loose one in here. Maybe. We're going to look and see if we do or not. I think I do. Got so much stuff in here. I've been trying to get it all transferred over so I can find things. Cool page fold out. Is that it? That's it. Alright, cool page fold out. That's what I need. I need the one that's actually loose so that I can read the instructions. But see how much stuff I have in here? These are just things I keep with directions as best I can and samples so that I can go back and see what I've done, you know, what I might want to do again, things like that. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's so full, I have to close it with a rubber band. Okay. So, I want to do one of these. I've got papers picked out already. I just don't have a cover, but that's easy enough. So, and I want to do at least one tag using the 49 Market. And then I have some stuff laid out in here. I think most of the main things I threw in Dawn's. But I've put little stickers on pages, little sticky notes like that so I know what I want to do. So that's kind of the plan. So let me set this one aside because it's not got most of my notes in it. I think this one does. All right, so let's see, where do we want to start? So I had this ant page where we put the little shaker thing at the bottom, and I needed to do something with the other side. It's like a shaker ants in it. And this side was just blank. So I was trying to find something I could just put up there. And I kind of need to bulk out the top a little bit more, because when you're making these journals, what tends to happen is it gets really bottom heavy, and it starts to look like this. Because the bottom's got all those pockets and tags and tucks and stuff, but the top doesn't. So it doesn't really equal out. So I try to throw a few things at the top. So I thought I could put this up here. This is from Fall Bounty. I have to think. The papers are here somewhere. Let's see, is the name here? Yes. Fall Bounty Kit 3, the Junk Journal Studio. I got it off of Etsy. It's a digital I bought when I was doing fall stuff, but it happens to be mushrooms, so had a lot of mushrooms. So it had this little like gusseted kind of pocket. I cut off some because it was really big when I printed it, and so I made it to fit the page. And so I'm thinking I'm going to put that up here, and then this is that heavier textured tag paper I made, journaling card paper. It's very heavy, so I don't mind putting it on the top where it won't bother anything. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'll probably do something with it. I don't know what, because it's just so thick. But so let's do that. We're going to do that. I'm probably not going to do both. I'll do the other one off camera. I'll try to go back and forth a little bit so that you each see a little bit in your own journals, but it's tricky sometimes. So I'm going to keep the gusset because it is thick. Sometimes I get rid of the gusset and just chop it off and glue it straight to the page. But because this is a little bit thick, I am going to keep the gusset. So when there's a gusset, you just need to make sure that it's mitered at your corners so that when it's folded over, they don't touch and overlap, because then it gets even thicker. So make sure that they don't overlap. And the trick is making sure that this bottom gusset is flat enough to your page that when you put it in, it doesn't catch too much. And if it is going to catch, just make sure that your tag is big enough that it won't matter, if that makes sense. So, I already did all that. It fits fine. I think I'm just going to kind of put it over this way a little bit. And I don't know which way I want this. Probably this way. So I want to make sure it clears the top there. So I'm just going to glue that on there. And I'll just use some art glitter. Do try to make sure that the glue is not too close to the outside so it doesn't ooze out and close it. You can also throw a piece of like acetate in there while you're gluing it, just to make sure. I like to get really close on this part just so it lays nice and flat. So I am going to get really close on that one. I might throw. I should have a piece here that will fit. I think too wide, maybe. Ooh, it's so close. So close. So close. I'm just gonna trim it. I get that acetate from canvases that I buy. Oh, don't stick it in the glue. That won't work. I'm touching the glue so much. Oh my gosh. I can't put it in straight. Oh, it's still too big. Thought I had it straight. It's probably not square, because it's been hand cut a billion times. All right, I'm gonna try this again. My glue's gonna dry. All right, so that's what I want to do so that I can stick it in here and not, hopefully not glue it to my page. It just helps. I don't want to glue the pocket part down because the glue oozed a little bit. I already have glue in my fingers and what, 5 minutes in? So typical. All right, let's see. I don't really feel any. Maybe it didn't do it. All right, so there's that. I didn't put a little thingy. I think I inked this already. I can't tell. I might have. It's not a big deal. It looks okay. But that's just going to fit in there. It's got plenty of room, so it might wiggle around. I don't know. But I might throw some more stuff on top of it, so we're going to leave it. I'm kind of pro and con on gusseted pockets. Sometimes I just think they're too big. But sometimes you need that little bit of space. So I'm going to leave it. So that's going to go there. And then I'll play with the tag later. And where's my next sticky here? Did I have a sticky there? Fold open map page. So this is where I want that map page to go. And like I said, I already have a paper picked out. It's literally a map. It's like a field map for like a trail map. So I'll put that there. What else do I have in here? I had this little mushroom. Don't ask me where I got this from. I really don't know. I found it amongst my supplies, and it was a paper I bought. But I think I must have already used most of the paper, so I don't have the pack anymore to know what it was. But it was one of the little 6x6s, I think. It's cute though, but I thought it looks good here because there's some little red mushrooms on this page, and I'm just going to stick it there. I'd sewed it. It was probably a scrap, and you know, I was kind of like, well, sew around and make it look cute, and we'll use it somewhere. So I'm using it somewhere. We're using on this page. There's also one for the other journal, and it has a flower, I think. So I didn't have two alike because they were just scraps. So I'm kind of just putting them where they look best. All right, so there's that. It's just going to be a tuck. Maybe lots of writing space. I don't know. All right, nothing. Insects, long tag. So I might put a long tag there. A page that's blank that I thought, well, let's do something with that. Who knows? Okay, well, we're going to find something. Journaling card. I need to make a journaling card for that, so that might be what we work on. Although it is very thin. Like, not thin, but narrow. It doesn't have a lot of depth because it's, I don't know, it just is from the wallflowers or something, which would probably look good. So I may do that. This one's here because I like the eggs with the bird, obviously, but there is a bird there too, so could go either way. I don't know if I told you, I added to this a card. It's from that 6x6 pad that I have. There's some glue on there or something. I don't feel any glue. Let me look at it from an angle. I don't see any glue. I don't know. Anyway, it's just plain, so just something to throw in there. I did have to cut this envelope. I'm not thrilled about the way the envelope angle is here. Here, I think I have the blank ones here. When you buy them, so the thing is like that. And I found what was happening is everything I was trying to stick in there, can't stick that in there. Everything I was trying to stick in there was just snagging on this one particularly. So I just chopped it off up to the corner. It helps a little bit, but it's not an ideal design for putting things in and out of, I think. But that's something sometimes you just don't realize until after you start working with it. And that's kind of what happened. I was kind of like trying to put it in and out, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a pain. So I fixed it as best I could. All right. Same thing on the other side, except I'm just using the little tuck here. I'm trying to remember what glue I used there. I think I ended up using art glitter because I think I had tried Fabri-Tac to start with and I had to change it. The Fabri-Tac kept peeling up off of the vellum, but the art glitter seems to be sticking fine. So it shows a little more, but I'd rather it show and stay. So there's that. I thought this color looked good with this. This is just one of those packaging background, journaling card backgrounds I made using some different Tim Holtz distress sprays. And I'm just going to make a tag pocket out of it, and then we'll make a tag for it. And then yours, Bonnie, has a similar one because your picture is obviously different. So yours is, let's see if I can figure out where the pictures are. It's going to be the last one. Yeah. So yours is this one. So I thought had this color, and it's got a lot of pinks and greens, so it matches real well with your picture. So yours is that. It's a little bit different. And this is your sewn in one. Here, let's just go ahead and throw it in there. So yours has a little poppy on it, which I thought worked well with this page. So we're going to put that on the corner of yours. So you both got one. They're just a little bit different. Not sure if you're both here today. I forget now. I know Dawn said hi. I don't know. Did Bonnie say hi yet? Let me look. Angela said hi. Hey, Angela. Hey, Deborah. No, I don't see Bonnie. All right, so maybe she's not here yet. She'll see the replay or jump in a bit. Okay, so that's hers. So similar but not. And all right, so let's jump back over to the one's got most of the notes. So we're going to make a pocket for that. So some sort of a tag pocket. I want to really use those 49 Market laser cuts. They're just so adorable. Tags in there. I don't think anything's changed with that. Nothing's changed there. Nothing here. Needs a tag. This just needs something to go in it. So I need to make quite a few little tags, you know, to put in things. This could have, you know, some natural looking flowers or something. I do have some bee paper I want to use on one of these bee pages. And it's just going to be maybe a tuck or something. I think that's my bee page. Yeah. Which I didn't put a little note there, but I just know. Waterfall flip up is what I'm thinking here. So I do two types of waterfalls. I do the type where you just lift it. And then I do the type where you pull the thing. This one I'm thinking just a lift it one because the cards I have are a little bigger than I like to do with the pull. I like to do little tiny square ones with the pull type. But I thought a lift up waterfall would look here. I have some, what was it? Flowers. Where'd you put your page? Oh, it's way over there. Helps if you keep it close. I'll tell you what, guys, I bought some bee paper for our next journal because I'm leaning toward bees. Maybe bees and blooms, maybe bees and butterflies. I don't know. Y'all help me out with that. But I want to do something with bees. And I bought this bee paper. I don't know if I like it. It's beautiful paper. In the sense of if you're and you need big 12 by 12 background pages, it's great. But for journaling pages, the bees are huge. It's double-sided, which I did like, so that's a plus, and it's mirrored. So like if I want to cut that bee out, it's already correct. Okay, which is kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. I'm going to just show you, because I keep meaning to show you and I haven't showed you. Where did I hide it? Here it is. It wasn't crazy expensive. I don't have the receipt near me, but I want to say, we'll say $10-ish. Maybe 12, I don't remember, but it wasn't a lot. Honeybees, create something today. 36 sheets, double-sided and mirrored, okay? But look at the size of these bees. Guys, I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. They're gymongous bees. Like, they're so big. I'm just like, okay. I mean, I'm going to keep it. I almost returned it. I'm going to keep it. I'll use it somehow. But, wow. They are big. Big bees. So, we'll figure out a way to use it. But, so I grabbed this page because I thought that it worked well with this bee background. I think I was going to do it in the front. If I can find the front page. All right, front page. All right, just grab the whole signature. All right. I thought I could do something. Maybe this little bee could go in this. The colors work well with this. I just got to figure out where I'm going to stick them. Maybe a top tuck with him looking down. I'm not real 100% sure, but I plan to do that with somehow. We'll just say somehow for now. It's not today because it's just, I don't know exactly, but that's why. Let me see. Somebody said something. They are huge, aren't they? Attack of the Giant Bees. You're so right. They're just like, I mean, when I saw the size, and I guess I should have realized it looking at the pictures, but, you know, you just don't. And it was on Amazon, and you know how that goes. And I was just like, wow, those are some big bees. Sorry, my glue's drying up on me. Get this lid back on here. Yeah, I was very surprised. I was taken aback. All right, so waterfall. So the pictures I have for this are the flowers. I got distracted, sorry. I'm not crazy ADD or nothing, but I did get distracted easy. So I have these. These are Sevenplaza. I meant to write it down. I don't know. It's Sevenplaza. That's what I'll tell you. It's one of her papers. I have it somewhere. Not sure if it's in the field notes. That's why I'm hesitating, because I don't know if it was in the field notes set or a different set, so I can't say for sure. But I will put it in the description, so you know. But I thought this would be good for a flip-up type waterfall. So, and maybe not all of them, but a few that we like. There's also got a cool, like, looking, almost like a little library card looking thing. The words are, you know, typical AI words, but it's cute nonetheless. And I think the colors will work okay with this as the background. They seem to match fine. So I think that'll work. So that's going to go there, waterfall. I know this is a lot of just show and tell, but I have to kind of talk to myself, hey Bonnie, to figure stuff out. I also said waterfall flowers here. So I think I was trying to debate which spot looked better. And I think it's the other one. And I don't think it will interfere with this picture. I mean, did I write anything in Bonnie's? Let me look. I'm just going to look and see if I wrote anything different since I have two conflicting pages there. I don't think I did. Waterfall flower cards. So, same thing on that one. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to assume that's what I wanted to do. I think that's what I wanted to do. So we're going to cut these out, make a little waterfall flip up of some sort with those. And this is going to be for a bookmark type thing in the pockets that's on the other side of this. I already put one in there just to see how it fit. So there's a blue beetle, which kind of looks good because it's got blue there. Let's see if I printed this the same size. It's not quite the same size, but it's close enough. So, yeah. So I've got this blue beetle, which isn't bad on there. I've got this dragonfly, which the dragonfly matches this real well. It does have a little bit of blue in it. This beetle, bee. So, do y'all like one for that page? Just to put in here as a bookmark. Y'all let me know. So, and we should be able to tell me by just description: dragonfly, bee, blue beetle, brown beetle, moth. Dawn likes the dragonfly. Y'all let me know. Alright, so put that aside. That's going to go there. I'm going to throw that back in there for now. And what else? This, I'm going to put butterfly one here. And this wallflower paper, I thought looked really pretty with this paper. It's got that same pink shade to it with these roses. And so I'm going to make a top tuck there. I'm not going to use the whole sheet. It's just going to be part of it. So I'll probably do that first because that's easy. Bonnie's a dragonfly too. All right, well, you both get the dragonfly then. All right. And Bonnie. So I'll print one more of those. I don't think I printed two, but we'll do it later. And then I have some butterflies for both of you somewhere. This is your butterfly page, Dawn, because yours is in a different spot. And then let's go pull that out. I don't want to get confused. And then on Bonnie's, let's see, where is yours? I know there's one I can put a butterfly on. I just got to figure out where it was. Like I said, they're slightly different, so hopefully I put a sticky note. I'm going to use that paper there because I thought it looked good. It might be here, it might be there, I don't know. But we're going to make a tag out of it. Bee paper, so this is where your bee paper will go. Which, did you get to see the giant bees, Bonnie? I don't think you did. Here, I'll show you the giant bees. I'm not going to show you them all, you'll have to catch the replay. Look at those giant bees. This paper has all big bees, and some of them are like this big. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, that's where yours is going to go. Some sort of a tuck. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Oh, I added a quote to you guys' little fold out we just did. The folio. It says, if you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere, Vincent van Gogh. Okay? So I added that at the top. They're both the same. Wallflower. Tall bookmark, so dragonfly. I don't know what color that is. Excuse my sloppy writing. And wallflower fleur, so same paper here. Okay, I'm looking for your butterfly one. It's here somewhere. I just don't remember where. Mushroom top tag we got to put here, so I need to cut that out for you. I just did it on Dawn's Bonnie. And it is, if you can find it. I might be able to see it from the top. Maybe. It's with the ants, but I don't know if I can figure out where the ants are. It's got to be the first one, right? There it is. I found it. All right. So this is what we're doing here for you as well. On top of your ant shaker card, there's going to be this. Okay. This may be slightly different because, you know, they're very generic. But I'll put yours in after. Butterflies. Maybe there? That could be a good place. I'm trying to find a page with some sort of butterflies. And I don't know if I marked one or not. That could be a possibility right there. Here, let's see. I'm just going to put a little sticky in case. Maybe. Maybe here. Either would work. Where is that tag? Ooh, can I find it? I think it's on the last page, so I should be able to find it. Here it is. I have, you know, I have the whole thing. Here. Tiny insects. So that's a tiny insect thing, just so you know. The J. Lou digital. So butterflies. They're not all the same, so, and I only printed one for right now, but I can print the other one if you like it too. But this, they're very similar. I like this one with the writing. I do like that one. That one has writing too. This one's a little narrow, so this could go here or here. Either's fine. I'm just going to stick it on here for now, so I know if I can find a paper clip. Here, we'll just put it on the whole thing. Okay, there. So either page, you let me know if you like one better than the other. Do you like the one with the clock, or do you like the one with the cage? I don't care. Do not care. Either place is fine. All right, so that's that. So let's start doing something. All right. I think I will start with cutting out that waterfall maybe, or the cool page fold out. Torn. Either one's fine. Hopefully I have a card for your mushroom one that's similar. I think this one's similar size-wise. I think it is. All right, so we got lots of background page stuff. I had a dyeing session one day where I was, you know, doing all the spray dyes and distressing and all that, and did a bunch of them. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I haven't decided, but it's just going to be stuff. I have all these things. And then there's a couple you saw in the pages, so there's more. But and then there's one more tag here somewhere. I just saw it. Where did you see it? I can't remember now. All right, let's set that there. All right. We can do that flower page real quick. That's easy. I might put one of these in there. I stenciled this one. I need to stencil this one. I haven't done it yet. And I really want to use these somewhere. I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to sew them like I did last time, maybe with some acetate, but I might just include them, you know, as a pull out. I don't know. Haven't decided. So much to decide. I swear. All right. I'm trying to just clear my space a little bit because it's getting crazy. So crazy. This stencil was a new stencil I got Mother's Day. I do believe it was Mother's Day. So we're going to work on this page real quick. I'm just going to leave it all there. So we're going to stencil that. So I'll just do that to show you because it doesn't take that long, I don't think. This little butterfly thing goes here. Just debate if I want to do anything to it. I kind of want to sew it, guys. Although it is really close to their wings. Not that it matters. And sometimes sewing, when you do the belly bands and you sew on them, the little strings catch what you're throwing in there. So it can be a problem. It looks cool, but it can also be a problem. So it just kind of depends. I don't know. I'm thinking I might just throw it in like it is. I pulled some new ones of these because my sponges are starting to get, they were falling apart on me. So I grabbed a couple new ones. And we're just going to ink it. Should I round the corners? I don't know. Where's my rounder? Let me look. I think rounding the corners will work. Yeah, we'll just round them. That'll be something. It's not a lot, but it's something. Just looks a little bit better, I think. Hope I get a lot done, guys. I tried to do a lot of prep work so that I could get more done during the live, but it's a lot. These take a lot of time. I know you guys realize that, but, and it doesn't bother me. I'm not saying it like that because it really doesn't. It just does. It takes a lot of time. So we're just going to glue this on. I don't know what we're going to put under it. Could just be a piece of paper that looks cool. I have lots of different book page papers. They're cool, so I can't see the edge. Hold on, I want to get it straight. Just touch that. Notorious for touching stuff. All right, that looks good. Look at my finger. I do try to get belly bands snug because as the page bends in and out, they're never super tight. And I do always try to put them on a cardstock page because it does help a little bit. All right, that's cute. And then I don't have anything printed, but I have things I can throw under there. But I don't think I have anything printed. Trying to see if I printed anything because honestly I don't know. I've printed like 100 things over the last week, and that's probably not even an exaggeration. I'll find something to put in there, but anyway, something can go under there. Okay, this is this I think just this little spot here. I'm just gonna make it a top tuck because, like I said, we need to get the top bulked out a little bit. And I think I'm just gonna freely cut it and go around this. I'm just gonna think about how I want it to sit. I'm gonna cut some of these. Oh, I'm not gonna cut the letters. I'll keep them for something else. I'm not gonna be like super detailed about it. These scissors are huge. Where are my good scissors? I should have. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I just grabbed? I was cutting his nails earlier. And I thought I had the scissors in my hand, which look very similar. And I threw them in with my scissors. All right, no kitty cat tools for cutting out our journals. I'm losing it, guys. Oh, goodness gracious. I have to cut his nails like every 3 days. They grow so fast. I'm debating if I like the cut. Give this a little more shape. It's a little too straight there. That's better. It was just, isn't that right? I can't believe I stuck it there. Well, I can. I was trying to clean up really fast, and I'm sure I just saw it and grabbed it and threw it in there. My craft room was a total disaster this afternoon. I'm like such a mess. Alright, so a little top tuck. So I'm just going to glue these 2 corners. I need to make my writing board so I can use it. So I have something. Sorry, trying to find something stiffer. Glue it down good. All right, there. And then I'm thinking just, I'm debating if I want to fold it, if I want to chop it off and make the whole thing fit. Should I fold it? I'm looking if it'll look decent folded. I don't want to crease it yet. I could fold it. All right, we'll fold it. So it's just going to be a journaling space. That'll be fine. And we're going to stencil that other one in just a second. Bookmark for there. We can cut that out later. Wallflower paper. This is... Gotta get to a tag. I really hope I get to a tag, guys. Alright, so I had these pieces left. Thinking one of these could go on this. It could just maybe be a side tuck or something. Most of these colors worked well. I don't think I want to go that direction. What's on the other side? Hold on. Anything? Waterfall flip up. So waterfall flip up on that side. So maybe not that one, because well, I could see a card going that direction, I guess. That could work. It's better than the other way, realistically. I think the colors work. And then there's also, this might be too big. So that's too big. This one, I think I'm leaning toward the one with the bird. I'll try not to cut out the bird. We're going to use them somewhere. I haven't figured out where, but I will use them. Alright, so we're just going to cut this little section out and make it a little tuck. Without hopefully losing the little birdie. He's so close. I'll leave just a little bit of that flower. I'm not cutting straight. It doesn't matter. Alright, so we're just going to cut this around first, and then I'll shape it. Keep that piece. And then figure out a good shape. Let's see. Just kind of organically go around it until it looks decent. There. Okay. Throw that there. All right. Pockets. Stop going under. Okay. Not too close to the inside. Sticking good. That's actually really pretty with that color. I like it. Okay, so that works. And then cover that up. Waterfall with flowers. I'm going to remove that because that's not what's going there. Okay, this is going to be the waterfall flip up. All right, so this is Dawn's. I'm going to grab yours, Bonnie, since we've been doing a lot in Dawn's. And I'm going to stencil this. So I'm going to grab yours for the waterfall page and stencil that real quick. And put this one aside. So hopefully I can switch back and forth between the two. So everybody gets to see something. Alright, so waterfall page is the first one to grab, J. And I'm just going to move the whole thing. Oh my goodness, I keep trying to pull my stuff off. Okay, waterfall page. So that's that. Do I have this flower page? Yeah, okay, good. So, I got that stencil from Amazon for Mother's Day, and I've already taped it off, so you're going to see it with tape on it because I already was using it and I didn't bother taking the tape back off. So it's the Tim Holtz THS 077 Stampers Anonymous and Tim Holtz. It's just flowers, but it was really pretty, so I thought it looked good on that as a background. And I forgot to make a note of what color I used. I think it was blue, right? I know it was a blue. Let me look at it. I didn't write it down. I meant to write it down. I was sitting there doing it, and I was like, you know what? You should write that color down because you're going to forget what color it was. I'm leaning toward patina. I think that's what it was. Let's see if patina looks right. Find it. Oh my goodness, where'd you put it? All the way over there. And I used I think I used a dauber. You can use a brush or a dauber, but you get darker if you use a dauber. Open this thing. Alright, patina. Peacock feathers too dark. I think it was patina. Here, let's see. I'm just gonna, I need a scrap of white paper. Girl, you got so much stuff here. You gotta have something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was patina. Alright, patina it is. So that's salvaged patina. Why I chose blue, I don't know. Blue and pink goes well together. That's literally the only reason. There was a little bit of blue on her page, but I don't know that yours has one. I don't remember. I think yours is just pink, so it doesn't really matter. Yours will be pink. And then I haven't cut out, I don't know if I can find that paper. Do I have it handy? The floral one? Oh, I do. Alright, so this is going to go here. I'm trying not to do all the same things. So I can cut it out. It won't be the same, but at least make it look somewhat organic. Okay. That's going to go there. I'm not going to glue it right now, just so I wanted to see what the colors were. So it's mostly greens, but that's okay. I think blue works. Tina's a blue-green. Let's try not to make a mess. Alright, and I just chose one of my papers that was, this is avocado dyed, and I just wanted it on the corner just to look cute. It's literally the only thing I was thinking is just make it look cute. So I'm just going to tape this so it doesn't move on me. And I taped it where it looked good for a corner. This edge has more of a flatter design. I'm not sure that tape will even stick to that. I'll switch over to this one. Alright, and then we're just going to stencil that real quick with some pretty salvaged patina. This does have a couple little pointy spots. For those familiar with stenciling, do watch the little pointy pieces like right here, because you'll snag it. So try not to go, up under it. Just kind of, stipple when you're in those areas. Areas that are solid, like if it's a good solid area, you can go around and circle, but a lot of this actually has a lot of points, so I'm going to try not to do that. Sorry if it's bouncing my camera. The dauber, using the finger dauber, gives you a little darker color than the brush. So I wanted this a little bit darker. I tried doing it lighter first, and there's some little bitty holes on these flowers that you gotta really kind of work on to get it through with this dauber, but it does work. Such a pretty color. I really like patina. How about y'all? Do you like patina? It's one of my favorites. I tend to like a lot of greens and blues. Okay, I think I got it all. Let me look. I think I did. Alright, so. And if not, it'll just be, a little bit more distressed looking. Alright, we're going to put you right there. Oh, I forgot to glue this. Put my lid back on so it doesn't dry out on me. Okay. And pull this off. This really, really light tack tape that I get from scrapbook.com will not mess up my paper. The blue tape will, if you're not careful. You can use it, but it 90% of the time will eat up your paper. I don't think it went through too much. I had a couple spots that attached, but there. Pretty? So that's that. This is washable. You can just wash it off. You can wipe it off with a rag too if you're going to keep using it and you don't want to take the tape off. So there's that. That is going to go just like I did the other one. I'm not going to glue it right now because we already did one and there's no real reason to do two. But it'll be like that. Okay. There's that. We're going to do the waterfall page in this one. Alright, so I'm going to cut these out. I wanted to do it ahead of time, and of course I didn't. I don't think I need this here. Gosh, I'm not going to have time to do a tag, guys. I really want to do a tag. I'm torn. I didn't bring that over. Meant to bring my guillotine over. Alright, let's see if I can cut these. Hopefully they are somewhat even. I like when they're printed and designed in a way that works for cutting. Because that does not always happen. Sometimes they don't work for cutting. Let's see. Once this long is always a little bit of a challenge to get it to set straight. One more. Okay. Too bad. So, how many should I use? I'm thinking 4, maybe 5. Let me see, where are my directions? Did I write down the directions? I kind of know. I think. I think I know. I mean, basically you're just folding it with a little bit of piece at the top, so I have to make a backer to it. Because I don't have enough room for a piece at the top on these. I might have, I don't know. I don't think I had enough room. So I'll have to put something on them probably. Let's see if I have this. Is that the front? Okay, that's front. Let's see if it's in here. I don't remember if it was. I can't remember. We just did one. When did we do one? We did one not too long ago. I don't know. I know the regular waterfall's in here, but I don't know about the normal basic one. It's very possible I didn't put the normal basic one in here. Nope, it's not there. Where's that rubber band? Did y'all see it in the other thing? All right, I think I know. I'll just I'll do it from memory. Yeah. Ooh, a little risky. I think I can do it from memory, guys. I'm just going to double check if it's in here. So that's your basic waterfall. Did I put one in here? No. I've been throwing where? So nothing's in order. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just stick it where it fits. Circle pocket. No. I don't think there's anything in there. No. No. Oh, I don't think there's one in here. That's a cool fun thing too. Keep meaning to do it again, but it's a lot. It's a lot. We'll just say that. All right, we're just gonna wing it. So what would be a good background color on this? Anyway, do you like any particular cards? We got to pick out 4, 5, 4. I don't know. A few. Probably 4. I think it would fit up to 5. But like I said, I'm just going to put a background on them. We'll make it work. So if any of these pictures, do you like all the ones with the pink flowers, I assume, maybe? Oh. I hate all this cutting. I should have had it done. I just straight up ran out of time. Sometimes that just happens. You hear, Bonnie? Both of you can answer and I'll apply. You like all of them? All right. Well, I can't use them all. I'll pick then. I'll just see which colors look best together. I think they're all the same size, but they may not be because some of these are looking a little bit wider, so it might come down to that. It's a very strong possibility they are slightly different. I don't. Seems like they wouldn't be, but you know, you never know. And I probably should round them. This is tedious. It's a lot of little steps, isn't it? Luckily, I'm fairly fast, but a little off on that one. And turn me around. Stay. Can't move it. It's not sliding. Oh my goodness, come on. Slide for me. Okay. So, let's see. Are they all the same? They look the same. Okay. I think they're all the same. Let's see. They're a little different, but not too bad. Close enough that I can make it work, and it could just be my cutting. All right, so we have a lot of greens. I like that one a lot. I like this one a lot. I like this puffy ball one, I think. So maybe a pink and then green. I think I want maybe this one for the front. That could be pretty in the top. And then maybe a greenish color. I like this weird pokey one. And then maybe another pink. And then we could probably do 5. And then maybe this one. I'll say that one and maybe this one. And if I give it a 1/4 of an inch or so, I'm seeing size. So I'm just spreading those apart approximately where I think it'll need to be for the little folded over part. sure that I have room. All right, I have room for 5. If you hate those 5, you got to tell me now. All right, we got to back them on something though. So I'm leaning toward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to round those edges and ink them while I'm thinking about what color. I'm thinking green, although the background is very green already. Probably don't have a pink that would work. It needs to be one of my cardstock papers. See how this corner rounder is just a fraction too big? The angle is a little too wide. I need to get me another one that is a better angle, because I seem to be running into that a lot with this one. I just grabbed this one at Michael's. All right, this cut's a little bit off. Okay, those are pretty good, fairly even. Bottoms are maybe, I'm trying to get rid of all this extra weird lines. I'm not real worried about messing the corners up with that little cut. It's not going to do much. Slither is not even a 16th. All right, that's good. All right. So, background, let's see what looks good. Let's just grab some background paper. What colors do I have? I have, oh my goodness, don't knock everything off. Just ignore my clumsy knocking of things. I'll grab this pile of greens. I have a pile of greens here. Recollections. All right, let's pick one. Sorry, it's not coming apart like I want it to. All right, I got that color. Probably not that brown. That color. Maybe. I think that this bright one's too bright. What else? Is there any more in there? There's a really dark green one. Maybe. Looks better with the colors on there, doesn't it? Yeah, it actually does. I wasn't sure, but it does. Trying to get these back where they go. Is that it? I think the last one's blue. I have one of these. 2? Oh, or maybe there were more on the top. Last one's blue. Which I don't want blue. Alright, I'm leaning toward this one. The dark one. Yeah, that's what I think too. This one, right? Looks best. It's like this dark green is just, it's too close, I think, to the page. I think that one works better. Got a little bit of blue to it. Okay. Okay. Now to figure out a size. And we got to leave a little bit for the waterfall, the fold. So, gosh, I'm not going to get to anything. You want a border, just a little bit of a border. And then we want a little place that we can fold over. Like, I think I like about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a centimeter. We'll just say a centimeter to make it easier on my cutting and scoring. Just because I obviously bought one that's foreign. I totally put these in the pile. Alright, come back here because I'm going to get you all mixed up and I had you organized. There. These stay there. Mess. Alright, I think, how many can I get this direction? I should be able to get 2 at least. Yeah, I should be able to get 2. And then, I just want to make sure which way to cut it works best. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think probably 2.5 by, leave like a centimeter for folding. So yay, there, there. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm trying to get it to slide. About there. Which makes this side 4 1/4, I think. 2.5 by 4 1/4. We're going to cut one and see if it looks right. Almost exact. Now I got little pieces in there that will definitely cause issues. Let's see how this works. So if I score it, oh, I need that. If I score top at, say, 1 centimeter, try to do this fast. You know, that never works. All right, we're going to use the little 12. Because I know that I can see that easy. So between 11 and 12 for the centimeter gives me that. That's good. That should work. It gets folded. I haven't done one of these in a while. I have to think about how to do it. I don't have my sample. This is why you save samples. Is there a trick to it other than just having pieces? I don't think so. I'll do one more so I can see how they fit together. I'm literally just spacing how to do it because it's been a while. It's sad but true. Alright, so this goes like this, and then this, I'm trying to think how they feed. I think you butt them up like that when you glue them, right? I think that's how it works. And then it flips up. Just got to look at it and see if it looks right. But that shows that little bit. So that doesn't make sense. It wouldn't show that little bit. What? To glue it on the card? On the top? Did that. The second one there. Oh my goodness, guys. Why can't I remember? When did I do that last? What's the last journal we were working on? The junk one? Is that what it was? I think it was the junk one, right? Alright, table move. Hold on. I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. I don't know. I feel like it was the junk one. I don't know where it is in here. There it is. All right. Okay, so it is just budded. I didn't remember there being a line there. Okay, so they're just budded. Okay. Whew. It's like, what? It's a little different than the other type. So you have to really think about it. Yeah, that's what I was like. Is there one that I haven't sold that still has it? Boy, my cutter is horrendous. That is just not cool. I should have grabbed my guillotine. I get all this pieces and they get stuck in here. Get out of there. Come on. And then it doesn't cut well. All right, I said 2 1/4. Right? 2 1/2. 2 1/2, 4 1/4. 2 1/2, 4 1/4. 2 1/2, 4 1/4. All right. I really hate that edge. I'm gonna hopefully clean it up. 2 1/2. We'll see if I can get it to clean up. If not, I may have to grab my guillotine. Go really slow. Yeah, see. All right, this blade is not cutting it. So many problems. Trying to avoid having to lug this guy. Mike. Okay, we're going to get something done. I promise. I'll never clean that up. You know what? Just give me a new one because I'm never getting that cleaned up. I'll use it somewhere. Dark green. Luckily, I have plenty. Okay. 2 1/2. 2 1/2. 4 1/4. Exact. Awesome. Okay. Sometimes it's worth just going and getting it. Now we can score. I need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay. I am going to not have enough time to do my tags. Darn. I really want to. I'll hold off on the card flip out and try to do at least one tag. If I can get this done quickly. These really aren't all that complicated if you can remember how they go together. And you don't always need a backer card. Sometimes you just have room to keep, a taller part on the top. But the way these were on the page, I don't think I did. So, and the backer does look nice, as it gives it a little frame. So there's that. All right, I gotta glue these on here. Let's go ahead and fold them. Probably should round these. What do you think? Maybe just the bottoms. I don't know. Maybe just the bottoms. Do it like that. I think just round the bottoms. Yeah. I'm going to clean up this edge so it looks a little off. I didn't think it would make much difference where I trimmed it, but it actually did. That one didn't. That one did. Come out. Still need to ink them. I don't know, do they need inked? Honestly, with these bright colors, I'm not sure I want to ink them. I could ink them with maybe a green or something, I suppose. I'm just going to round the bottoms, but not the top. I wonder if I have a dark green or what other color. I guess if I inked it, I don't want the orangey color. I think maybe if I inked it with maybe scorched timber. I'm just debating if it would be too dark. I'll do one on this green one and just, here, I'll grab one of the extras. And scorched timber. Throw my vintage photo back up. We'll see what it looks like. And then I'll just grab this extra card. I'm not going to round it or anything. I'm just going to, this is just a test. And then grab the page. Okay. No, I'm going to round this because it won't look the same. I don't like it. Do you like it? I think it looks dirty. I'm thinking maybe just not ink them. I'm not sure. I feel like it needs something. Maybe. But definitely, that's too dark. It doesn't look good on it. It just makes it look like there's dirt on it. And I like grunge, but I like grunge when grunge makes sense. Let's see. Frayed burlap would be better. Let's try frayed burlap real quick. It does have a little bit of a green tint sometimes. I'm still not liking it. I just don't. I don't know why. I'm running out of colors, guys. Not quite, but get the idea. There's my sample. Boy, I can barely see that. Okay, I'm going to do this green on the cards and then frayed burlap, I think, on the green. I think that'll work. Okay. Because the dark on the card just did not look right. because there's just a little bit of unevenness to the edges, there's like a line on these. And I don't, you guys probably can't even see the line. But there is a line that she put on them when she designed them. That works. Okay. Here, I'll show you one up close. See, there's just a little bit of a line there. Right there. So by putting just a little bit of ink there, I'm just evening that all out. So this is fern green. And that works well. Knowing when to ink and when not to ink, I swear it's an art. Because sometimes it just doesn't work. It just doesn't look good, and you have to rethink. Do I want ink on there or not? All right. One more. Oh, y'all are quiet. All right. There's that, and then we want to do this. I don't think this will. Here, I'll try. I don't think this shows enough. It might. Let's see. You know, it's fine. We'll just keep using it. It shows enough. I wasn't sure if it would show enough, but it does. So the top one needs ink right there. The rest do not. It's a lot of inking. And I can't go any faster than I am. This is live, guys. I don't have the ability to pause the video and all that like a lot of creators do. I don't think I need to ink that spot. It'll be the part that butts up on the underneath, I think. I'm going to grab that page and look at it again, right? Hold on. This is really shedding. I don't want to get it on everything. My bad ink pad. I'll have green archival ink everywhere that I'll have to clean off with alcohol. Right, so this goes like this. This goes like this, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to ink there because it'll just draw attention to that spot. So only the top one. Where'd my thing go? There it is. All right, so after this, I am going to run out of time. Oh, I need more time. There's not enough hours in the day. I might have to come in on Monday, guys. Oh, I already did that one. I already did that one. I already did that one. I might be able to throw one tag together. We'll see. I'll try. If I can get this glued down. Where's the last one? Should I write this down? I should write the dimensions down. Just because when I go to 2, the one in Dawn's journal, I'm going to be like, what size was that? And fern grain. Okay. Don't lose it. I'll lose the piece of paper and I'll be like, what was that? I'll have to look at the video. I have to go back and watch my own videos all the time. I'm trying to get this archival ink all over me. All right. Make sure it's off my hands. Dinosaur. Now I got glue. Glue, glue, glue. Could possibly get away with a glue stick, but I don't really trust them, so we're going to use our glitter. Alright, this is, just going to try to center this as best I can. Hopefully. I'm just eyeballing it, so hopefully I can center them. One of these has the top here. I wanted this one on the top, so not that it really matters. Let's see. I do like little waterfall elements though. They are a little time consuming to make, but I think they're fun. I tend to like anything interactive though. Where's my glue rag at? A little bit of ooze there. Okay. To look at these, sometimes make sure that I'm in the right direction. Luckily, I think they all have writing on the top. Makes it a little easier to tell. Last one. Okay, put her in there. So we gotta decide where I like it to sit behind here. So top one goes first or last? It can go first. Doesn't really matter. Probably be best to see where the height hits. Do I want to show? So I could center it, or I could have it show a little bit, and then I may, maybe I'll put some diagonal words there. Because if I center it, then it's only going to peek out just a teeny bit there. I think I'd rather it show more. So I think I'm going to put it over here. There's a nice handy dandy line right there. That could be convenient. All right, I am going to pull this off though, because it is way too bumpy. 5,000 things in my way. All right, so let's sandwich them and see where it's going to hit. I have no idea what order they were in. I think that one. And then maybe one of these. I just need to get a vague idea so I can start at the right spot. Could probably do it with measurements, but I am a visual person, so. Where's that light tack tape? Stay for a second. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put the first one right there. So I'll just draw myself a tiny little line right there. All right. And I've got this, look at this line. How much more convenient could I get? Look at that little line. It's a line right there. That's gonna help me stay straight. All right, so glue. And it's hard because the fold isn't laying down. So I'm gonna start there. Hey, Jimmy Lou. All right, there's that. Totally just like squirt it out. Really? All right, lift that up and line this up to that line and to my side line. They should sit in there like so. Next one. I'm just trying to be aware that everything is staying straight. So it'll just be, you know, more appealing if it stays straight. Okay. Not pushing down too hard so I can just double check before I push. Alrighty. There we go. They're not laying as flat as I would like, but it is a little thicker paper. I don't think I overlapped anything. I think it's just the paper. It's possible I overlapped a little. Try not to overlap. It makes it more bulky. Just gonna give it a little push. And right now they're still wet from being glued. they will work themselves out over time. But there, and I think I'm going to come up with a diagonal word, and I'll just print something to put there. Could even be a flower, maybe a long stem flower. I'll have to look and see what I have. But there, lots of journaling space. Cute little flip up. I like it. Okay, hopefully y'all like it. Now, what time is it? 15 minutes. Darn it. Darn. Alright, what can I do? I don't think I can make a tag in 15 minutes, guys. I just don't think I have that ability. Let's see where this goes. This goes back in here. Right there. Alright, so we have that. That works. That. I'm just going to glue this. Might as well. I can't move it. There. Okay. Things like that. All right. What can I do in 15 minutes? Do you think I can make a tag? You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's see if we can make some sort of tag. I don't know where I'm going to put this tag. What just fell out of there? I don't know. Did something fall out? I thought I heard something fall out. I'll find out in a minute. Later I'll find out. I'll be like, where'd that part go? Alright, so we're just going to make a tag. 49 and mark it. Ephemera. Nature ephemera. Nature ephemera. Alright, let's see what we got. Glue back on. I'm going to throw something together. We're going to use this cute little... This is a cracker box that's been colored. And... we're going to make something. I think. Let's see. We have this and this. Little things in there. Do you still have 2 bird cages? I'll save that for when I have a little more plan. Alright, I should have some. Sorry, I'm trying to set that on the floor. Okay, what do we got? Just gonna look in here. Oh, that's the cover. I'm not going to use that yet. Okay. We have a nest. We have a tree. Do I have 2 trees? Probably not. I think I only have one of those. Some of these I have 2 of. Some of them I have 1 of. Not that it's a big deal. What set is that? No idea. I just pulled it out now. I don't know which one it is. Mushrooms, critters, squirrels. I do like the tree. How about this? I'm just going to make a couple of tags. If I can get this piece out. Let go. It's really on there. Try not to rip it. Sometimes these little laser cuts they're so detailed or a little tricky to get out without ripping them. Oh my goodness, let go. I picked the hardest one to remove. Rabbit, we have a mouse. How about, what else do we have? Lots of mushrooms. Tail without it breaking. Which way do you stand? Thinking. I need an envelope for all the ones I pull out and don't use. It's also a little chickmunk. Or, yeah, a little chickmunk. Bunny rabbit or chickmunk. Which way do you sit, dude? I can't tell. I guess you sit that way. So you sit up a little higher. Okay, no chipmunk. Alright, mushrooms. We need more mushrooms. How about... Alright, I know I have more than this. I bet you they're on pages. That's what's going on. I've already pulled half of them out and they're on pages. Some of these are going to be Tim Holtz probably too, because I've got a lot of mixes going on. Red. That one's, these are Tim Holtz. Just so you know, they're not 49 market. Maybe. Sorry, I have it on my lap flipping through it because I can't put it up there. put some butterflies at the top or something so that it's not empty up there. Just scanning. Too big. Possible. Maybe. It's not bad, right? I might round the corners and all that, but I just wanted to lay it out first. I'm going to go over on time, guys. Just bear with me. I'll try not to be too much, because I know all my alarms go off. Do I like that brown moth? I feel like it's too big. I need something else. How about this green moth? Maybe the green one. Put the green one. No, I like the blue one there. No, maybe not the green one. Where are my butterflies? That's the yellow one. That's really small. Do I have a bigger yellow one? Let's go. I don't know if the yellow will show. Oh, it does show. It shows better than I thought it would. We'll put the yellow one here. Blue one. Maybe there. Maybe. Still not quite feeling it. Try this red one. No, it's going to match that one too much. Too much. I thought there were more butterflies on here, but there's not. They're all on my loose pages, probably. There's a little green one. Alright, rabbit, come here, because I'm going to lose you. I was going to set you in here somewhere. Maybe I can put that behind. Or maybe just... Don't like the rabbit. Is the rabbit too big? He seems weird proportion. I don't know why. Something weird. Alright, maybe not the rabbit. I feel like I need a critter though. I do feel like I need a critter. There's gotta be, besides the butterflies, gotta be a critter here I can use. If not the rabbit, go back to the little mouse. His tail is the problem. What if I put him on top of that grass? Can I keep his tail in there? He needs something to stand on. All right, I'd like the critter, so I need a critter. So let's find something for him to stand on. And then we'll be good, I think. I don't know where these are going. The Tim Holtz one. I don't have it handy. Stuck it back in there. All right, I need like a rock or something. There was a log or something. There's a little log, but it's kind of big. Could cut it maybe. There was a tree branch. Might just tear off some of the tree branch. Am I out of camera? I'm probably out of camera, sorry. Let go. I love these things, but oh my gosh, sometimes they're really challenging to get out. Alright, let's see. makes sense. We're just gonna add this log for him to stand on top of. The tree branch is now log. Okay. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So I just need to round my edges and glue everything down. And I gotta do something with this butterfly because it's got too much white. It's not cut out very well. The die cuts on the bad spots, so I just need to ink it. Ink. What's this? Green? Probably not green. I need a brown or something. Just trying to get this white edge off better. Okay. I don't think the rest of them weren't that bad. Alright, let's round the corners on this guy. I don't know if I'm going to do much to the back. I might throw a piece of paper on there later, but I think I should be able to do that fine after. So we'll find a spot for this somewhere. I don't know who's going to get it, guys. You're going to have to fight over it. Bonnie, you're probably going to get it since you did it with me mostly. I don't know where Dawn is. I think she fell asleep on us. As always, poor girl works too hard. The sign is a little bit, kind of looks half done, needs a little bit more. A little more grunging. There, that's better. Okay, see if I can remember how things go. So we know this goes here somewhere, and then the sign's kind of going behind it, like it's poking out, like that. So I'm going to glue the sign to that first, because I think it'll help me place it. So this is going to go something like this, and then this is going to go, I'm going to hide it behind that spot. And then this is going to go in front. So that goes first, I think. And this I think I had up a little higher, probably behind the sign. In front, or, yeah, I think behind. So we might do that one first. All right. I may work on some tags without y'all, just because I'm all running out of time for doing everything live. I'm not going to have this stick outside the edge, although I do think it always looks cool sticking outside the edge. But because I don't know where I'm going to put it, I don't want it to be an issue. I have to chop it off. I'm trying to find a rag. All my glue rags are kind of getting glued up. They're getting too glued. All right, there. And then this one's going to go like here. Got this little log. It's going to go on top of there somehow. I just got to lay it out again because I can't remember. All right, mouse is going to sit on top. So he has a seat, which will make him grounded. Something like that. Do I want this behind the log or in front of the log? I want the log behind. And this, I think about there. I might put another small mushroom there. All right, so log there. I see where. All right, and then this. So let's do this. I think I know where it goes. This one's going to be, this one's going to be a challenge. Honestly, it's one of the ones I kind of need to dip. Or you throw the glue on a plate and you touch it. But I'm going to attempt to do it with my little nozzle. It's just going to be a challenge. It's got some fine pieces. I think that was connected there at one point. Move. If I drop this, it'd be bad. Like sitting here so nervous, I'm gonna drop it. My glue's drying. Stop drying, no. To let the cover before it dries. All right, let's see if we can get it down. Let's see, can we do it? This is not a good glue one. Let me find another one. Maybe that one. I just want to get as much of the oozing as possible. And it'll dry clear and everything, but you know. Oops. All right, log. Cooperate. I have the clampy type tweezers too, but sometimes when I'm doing this and I'm putting it off and on of it a lot, it's more difficult. All right, where did he go? Let's see. I gotta think about where I want to hit that grass for his tail. I think I like it angled just a little bit right there. Okay. That. It's making that look crooked, but it's not. The mouse is in front, yeah. Okay, mouse is in front. I will say these laser cuts do make doing a layered tag like this much easier. I think I want a little more. Tiny mushrooms or something. Let's see, what do we got? I have a lot of mushrooms, so I should be able to find something. Oh gosh, if I can keep it from falling everywhere. Maybe... Oh, that one looks a little bit wide. Maybe this one. I don't mind it being layered. Where's the other one? I know there's probably more Tim Holtz ones that are smaller somewhere. I don't like the color. Nope, too big. Where did I pull these from? I think these are all too big. Oh, that That one's not terrible. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, let's grab the page again. Yes, there's a whole bunch of them. If I can get them out. Kind of funky. Too tall. Where'd you go? Dropped you. Just come to me. That could work. My seed mushrooms. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe. Maybe they do. I don't know. Do they? I guess they could. Seems like they'd stay away from them because, you know, not knowing if they're safe and all that. Your dog loves mushrooms. Is that the one? No. Is it this one? I think it was that one. Let go. Did I already have glue on there? I guess so. I didn't even remember putting the glue on it. Wow, I am so far over, guys. I'm going to make this tag look right, though. If I can get my tweezers in the right spot. Just do it there. Okay, where's my mouse? Almost lost you, little guy. Your tail is going to be fun. All right. He's sitting on the rock log eating mushrooms. Okay. Butterflies. I forget where I had them now. I think this one was here. This one was here. Something like that. Yeah. Well, we made a tag. I went over to do it, but you know what? I said I was going to make a tag. And I do not like to say that. I'm going to do something and then not do it. So, there we go. Glue on my fingers. I mean, it's a darn cute tag, isn't it? Voila. I like it. Okay. One tag down. I think these are all Tim Holtz pieces. Trying to keep separate so I can put them back in my book. Okay. I'm going to hold it up in a second, guys. I know it's too far away. Okay. He searches for them after the rain. I guess that makes sense. All right, there we go. What do you think? Cute. Cute. So we made a tag, yay. Okay. That is our live. I will be back maybe Monday. We'll see how I'm feeling. Honestly, guys, still dealing with this silly tooth, but we don't have insurance that covers anything, so. And we're about to lose that. That's what happens when you're in the union and you work movies. If you don't get enough movie work, you lose your insurance. So, it is what it is. Debating if I want to ink it. It's kind of cool like it is. I'll save inking until I decide where it's going. I may possibly ink it. It's cute. You can still journal on it. I don't really have to do anything to it. It's plenty thick. It ain't going through. Alright, there is our tag. So, what all did we do today? We got a little bit done. I don't know where things are exactly. I know there's something on one of these pages. I'll try to stick a few things up here so that we can kind of see that we did something today. And I got that other book. It's got the waterfall. Put that up here. Let's see, I might have to scroll out a little bit. Okay, zoom out and down. There. There may have been more. I don't remember. I don't know what I did. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back on either Monday or Wednesday. I'm just going to play it by ear. And I have some stenciling to do too, so we'll see. I will see you then. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And take care. All right, bye-bye.